Recording in progress.
Aloha. I'm Butter, and today I'm going to discuss what elasticity is. Elasticity shows how change in price affects demand and supply, and how change in income affects demand. And there are actually 4 different types of elasticity. The first kind of elasticity is price elasticity of demand, and second type of elasticity is price elasticity of supply, and third type of elasticity is cross elasticity of supply and demand, and fourth type of elasticity is income elasticity of demand. Today, we will focus on price elasticity of demand. However, the things that we're going to discuss today, you still can apply to the other 3 types of elasticities. So now let's imagine that you walk into the market and you're here to shop for groceries, and you go to the dairies aisle and you see that the milk price went up. Would you still buy a milk? If you would, why? Maybe it's because you like eating cereal with milk, and you can't really eat cereal with another thing like a yogurt or soda. It has to be milk. Now let's go to the different aisle, and we are in the aisle of snacks, and there's a lot of snacks, and I love chips. I also realized that the chips price also went up. Do I still want to buy chips? Maybe not. I could find something cheaper and still enjoy. Maybe like ice cream or a snack bar. It's much cheaper, but I still can enjoy it because there's a lot of different options and substitutes. Now you might see that there are actually 2 different kind of products, and the price, it depends on how the price affects our decision. There's elastic and inelastic. For elastic, we decide whether to buy the product or not, depending on the price. And usually the luxury or extra products goes into this category. And for inelastic products, there's more, we still buy it no matter what the price is. Usually the knife necessities or the product that you love goes into these categories. And here are some examples of inelastic products. Now let's take a look at the inelastic of demands curve. That's how it looks like. And from the curve, you can see that a small change in price causes just a small change in quantity. And from here, you also can conclude that there's a direct relation between price and revenue. When price goes up, inelastic product revenue also goes up. You know, how can I know if it's inelastic? If the elasticity is below the 1 or smaller than 1, it's inelastic. And here is the formula how to calculate elasticity of demand. So we take the difference or the change in quantity and divide it by the average quantity, and we divide the whole thing by the change in price by the average price. Now let's take a look at the elastic of demand curve. And as you see, even a small price difference or change causes a lot of change in quantity, and there's inverse relation between price and revenue. And how can I know if it's elastic of demand curve? If the elasticity is greater than 1, it's elastic. Here's a problem. A DVD store raised the price from $14 to $20, and the unit fell from 2,000 to 1,500. And what's the elasticity of demand? And if we apply our formula into this problem, we will get 0.8, and 0.8 is smaller than 1, and we can conclude that it's inelastic of demand, which means that even the prices goes up, people still would buy it. I hope that it was helpful. Thank you so much for paying attention, and aloha.